There's a sickness in the world. The sickness is intolerance. But this intolerance has nothing to do with race, nothing to do with eye color, or gender, or any of that. Nothing to do with the physical characteristics that we typically would think about when we think about intolerance. The intolerance that we're experiencing right now is intolerance of thought. We all have to quit allowing people to silence our thoughts. They're silenced through a variety of different means. Sometimes through obfuscation, just making it less clear what the original point was by having an emotional reaction that clouds the whole thing. But reason is still reason, no matter what they would have you believe. Statistics still matter, no matter what they would have you believe. Donald Trump is a human being, no matter what they would have you believe. When they're talking about how Trump said there's good people on both sides, and they think that's a bad thing. There's good people everywhere. What the hell do you think there are? Of course there's good people on both sides of anything. But no, they're misdirecting. They constantly act as if they don't know, but they do know. They act as if they don't know that the both sides that he was talking about were both sides of a debate. A debate about tearing down a statue. A debate about tearing down history that would remind us of ourselves and who we were. The Confederate flag does not mean hate. It means a bunch of people who lived in an area a long time ago. Robert E. Lee does not mean racism. He means he's a soldier who fought for that Confederacy. Have you ever even looked at his particular views on it? Does anybody give a shit? We have to stop letting people silence us. There are truths in this world, and there is real history, and there's the fake history that a lot of people currently want to push. Whoever controls the history controls the narrative. They're trying to control your narrative by destroying your history. We all need to speak up all the time, not just sometimes, not just a little bit. We have to speak exactly what we mean and what we think. And if somebody doesn't like it, you leave. If they won't get with the plan being rational behavior, rational discourse in politics, if they only want to be emotional and only want to play this game over and over where, if you won't agree that Donald Trump is a racist, you must be a racist too. It is bullshit, people. Fucking bullshit. You should be ashamed if you've ever used these tactics. And the silliest thing is that so many people are doing this so that they can believe half of the nation are racists. Half of the nation hates people. Most people are good. Obviously. There's freaks out there. There's racists out there. But most people, in general, on all sides, are good people. Quit letting them try to tell you otherwise. It's stupid. It's stupid. Talk to the people who disagree as much as you can. As much as you can. Because they cannot be allowed to destroy our history, destroy ourselves with their own narrative through emotion, not reason. Those type of people are the worst people to govern society. The divisive ones, the emotional ones. The people to govern society, the people who can make logical decisions. Because emotion hurts people. If you make decisions on emotion, you will always end up hurting people more than helping them. Because your emotions are not in your control. Emotions are something you feel. They're not something that you control. You feel emotions based on what you experience. You don't control them. The emotions shouldn't dictate your behavior. Some people have emotions that are totally far out of whack from normal people's emotions. But as long as they can dictate their own behavior and not follow those emotions, they're considered rational human beings. That's the only way that we can communicate as rational human beings. So drop the emotional bullshit. Drop the constant leverage by emotion. But don't you feel for the poor brown people? What the fuck? Trump never said anything about race involving the wall. He never said any of that stuff. There's so many bullshit items that now there's just this mountain of bullshit that you're all believing. And then you suddenly think that we should believe it too? Because you have a mountain of bullshit instead of just a little bullshit? No, we believe you less. Far less. And it's getting to the point now where people are so insane. They can't make logical arguments at all. They're like, fucking Trump is Hitler. He's a fucking Nazi. They think that he's a total white supremacist, even though none of them seem to know that he bailed out of the race in like 2004 because too many white supremacists were in his party. And when I say too many, it was like 2. He'd say over and over, he's never, decried it. He's never said anything against racism. He's never said anything against it, so he must be a white supremacist. But it's bullshit. He said plenty against racism all the time. Fucking all the time. You just don't watch him. When you watch him, you're just going, he's a Cheeto head. You're making fun of his orange skin or his orange hair, which is a racial feature. And then you're making fun of Drumpf, his name, which is a racial thing. And you expect us to take you seriously when you're calling him a racist. It's absurd. We're not going to deal with it anymore.